Hey guys, hope you're having a good start to the new year because I am not. This is going to be a very whiny video with an uplifting end to it because I'm an optimist and that's just how I do things. I know the month isn't even over, but feck January, it has not been a good time. I have had so much stupid, petty, bad luck since New Year's Eve. Nothing really bad has happened. It's all just been annoyance and frustration and so many little things piling up that I felt like I was going insane. I'm hoping I'm getting out all my bad luck in the first month so I can have 11 months of peace. I'm not even superstitious. I just want to believe there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It all started with a New Year's Eve game of dice, and I'm starting to think one of my friends took my soul. Played for over an hour, couldn't get on the board, was doing so bad that I became the entertainment. Then since the new year, multiple hand injuries, including slamming my fingers indoors and breaking my nails so low that they bleed. I couldn't complete one of my goals that I'd been hoping to for over a year because one of my other goals interfered with it and I had to choose. It was minus 36 degrees Celsius outside, which by itself is enough to put me in a bad mood. But also, because of the temperature drop, my tire pressure went down, so my car was sending me warning signals. So I had to find time to get my tires checked and filled. And I think my steering fluid froze. Because after warming it up by hand in the hose, my steering worked again. Either it was that or my steering started working again on its own. But by far the worst was I had mice in my apartment. I've lived here for years, never had mice. But it's 2024, time for the battle of me versus 2 or 3 mice in my apartment. I grew up on the edge of the wilderness, in cabins and rickety homes that usually had a mouse problem at one point or another. I'm not scared of mice, I never have been, I think they're cute. But my tolerance for cute things ends when they start crapping on my floor and keeping me up at night. Happy New Year, here's some mouse crap is not the beginning I was expecting. But I also got to see the brazen little fuckers playing in my living room, chasing each other right in front of me while I was on my laptop. So that takes the cake for the most annoying adorableness to ever occur in my apartment. Aside from me just being me, but I'm kind of over that. But I learned something. City mice, not the same as bush mice. Bush mice that I grew up with, I can catch them by hand. They're slower, they're predictable, I can handle bush mice. City mice, they've been going to school. They've got access to the best education within city limits, and they are smarter, faster. They avoided pretty much all of my traps. I had to get creative to catch one. I got to see evolutionary advancement at work because I think city mice have just had to deal with so many more people in smaller areas. Only the fittest are surviving. I was having trouble catching them by hand, so I put down traps with cheese. They ate the cheese out of the traps without tripping the traps. I put peanut butter in the traps. They set the traps off without getting caught. I set up a bucket with all their favorite foods that they've been trying to get into. Like, the only food I forgot to put up high was Christmas treats that I forgot I had, so the mice were trying to get into those. So I put them in the bucket with cardboard ramps up the side with bait. Nothing. They were not interested anymore. They didn't want their food if it was right there in the place where they were running around a day before. So I got creative and made some makeshift herding traps. The mice would run to hide in a specific location under a small piece of furniture, so I put a sheet underneath it so that when they ran under, I could pick it up and catch them. Didn't work twice, worked the third time. The first time it was so acrobatic it just jumped out when I tried to catch it. And second time, no idea where it went. Third time it worked. Third time's the charm. I made knee-high cardboard and duct tape barriers across my bedroom and around my kitchen so that I could cordon off my apartment and try to figure out where they were coming in or where they were hiding. At this point, the last 1 or 2 are being either so sneaky that I don't know that they're there, or I've made my apartment so terrifying and inconvenient that they have just moved on. I don't know if they're going to come back. I don't know if they're still here. But I haven't heard them in a while, and I've actually been able to sleep for the past couple of days after almost about 2 weeks of more than 2 weeks of sleep deprivation and stress and moving my furniture around my apartment and trying to clean and trying to trap them and MacGyvering my own traps that worked. Eventually they worked. For one, it's just what I wanted for the start of 2024, for my ego to be taken down a peg by rodents. Because this was a point of pride. I'm lucky I caught one. Otherwise, I'd be out finding people living in cabins asking to hunt down their mice just to prove I've got the skills. This is the most trouble mice have ever given me. I have so much sympathy now when I see characters in films dealing with a pest problem and going insane. I get it. I know what it feels like. I was definitely whacked out on no sleep and hunting instinct for a while. That was all I could think about. I even asked around to borrow a cat, but no one I know has cats right now. And maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's why mice showed up now. Not enough people have cats. Cats are adorable, weird little wackos that are incredibly useful. And if it was convenient for me to have a cat right now, I would absolutely have one. It would have made this so much easier. It would have solved this problem a lot quicker. The other bad luck thing that happened was I ran out of space while I was recording this video. Just as one last final punch to my resilience. Nothing can take me down. This better be recording properly. If you didn't notice, my last video was over 2 weeks ago. So my consistency took a bit of a hit. My consistency has been a little interrupted by the bad luck and the stress and the insanity of chasing mice around my apartment and building traps and barricades. The lack of sleep and the hours-long stakeouts, the hours of waiting around for the mice to do something so I can catch them, staring at where I know the mice are coming from. One of the videos I made, a mouse came out to watch. It was mocking me from the corner, watching me record. It has been a long January. I'm just hoping the rest of the year goes better. But now to the uplifting part. I have wonderful friends, even whoever stole my soul in that dice game. Still love you. And I've gotten to spend time with people oh, my thumb just cracked. I wonder if it's broken. Anyway, I've been able to spend time with people 4 times this month, which is almost unheard of. That's a lot of social time for me, but it's great people, so it's worth it. Be social enough so you can find the people you can just sit around and laugh with. Find the people that it's easy to be around and you just love any opportunity to spend time with them. The other uplifting thing is I've had random people I don't even know do really nice things for me out of the blue. I don't really know them, I've seen them around, and they just did really simple, nice, good deeds for me. And it just made me think of how nice that is when strangers go out of their way to do something nice for someone. It's always a pleasant surprise, but especially after this ridiculous hell month, it really cheered me up. It surprised me how much it cheered me up. It feels like over the past few years, everyone has stayed really isolated, like we haven't regained that social spirit or camaraderie. And I know it can be hard to find those opportunities for good deeds. Or when you do a good deed, it might be taken the wrong way, or it might not go as planned, or even accidentally mess something up. But it's the thought that counts. It's the intent that matters. And maybe we need a resurgence of that idea. And I think we really need to get back to that. Because the good deeds done for me did help, practically and emotionally. It was a really nice reminder of how complete strangers can brighten each other's days in really simple ways. So, bad luck, but good people? I'll take it. And after a full ritual cleansing of my living space, I'm hoping I can enjoy some good luck along with good people. So that's it for now. All this is why I haven't uploaded any other videos. Hopefully I'll have another one done soon. And if something goes wrong with this video, expect crying. Okay. Bye, guys.